Welcome to the Pizza Marketplace podcast. I'm Mandy Detweiler, editor of Pizza Marketplace, and I'm here today with Todd and Curtis Saroki, who own Saroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza in Michigan. The QSR chain has 19 locations, all in gas station pavilions. Guys, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Well, tell us a little bit about your background and the founding of Saroki's Pizza and kind of what's the story behind the brand.
So our background is in retail. My father had businesses growing up, Family Fun Center, which had pizza in there, but we were service oriented. So my father had liquor stores as we were growing up. So we always worked in the service industry, and we had food in one of our stores. And growing up, they threw me in the kitchen, and Curtis was there too, but he was young, and he'd help out too. But that's kind of where it all started. Just had to kind of almost, teach ourselves, and relatives had food, restaurants inside of their stores, and we learned from them as well. So we took what we knew and one day opened up Saroki's.
Okay. Todd, you told me that you were not happy with the pizza that you were serving at one point in time, so you went and studied under Master Pizzaiolo Tony Gemignani. Tell us a little bit about that and your education.
Yeah, so we opened up with just our own recipes, and we were learning as we went, and we were doing well in the pizza space, and we liked our pizza, but we didn't love it. So when we were getting ready to think about opening up our second location, so 2012 we opened the first, and then maybe it was around 2015, we're talking, we're like, we have to have better pizza, if we're going to go open this next location. There was a lot of competition in that area, and we wanted to stand out, so we wanted to really serve the best pizza that we can, and so I went to the Pizza Expo in Vegas, and I sat in one of Tony Gemignani's seminars, and when I came back, I went solo on that trip, and then I came back and I told Curtis, I said, look, I got to go do this. One of us has to go do this. So I looked into the International School of Pizza, and I signed up for it, and I went to San Francisco, and they have the certification process. So I want to learn pizza from the best.
How do you guys maintain the consistency and quality of your pizzas across all 19 brands?
Actually, just to give you a little bit more backstory on that, once we started expanding, the process of using the brick ovens and higher quality ingredients and the better quality dough processes are a little bit more complicated. So we tried simplifying as we started growing, and we started using conveyor ovens at some of our locations, and simplifying our processes, and doing stuff to save on cost. But we weren't happy with the product, so we went back to Tony Gemignani's way, and to keep consistency, we're very involved in operations. So we were operations, both of us were operations guys before we started franchising, and I'm still going to the locations to ensure that everyone's keeping up the quality. We have a great operations team and training team that is constantly checking in on locations weekly to ensure the quality is there across the board.
Aside from pepperoni, what's going to be your most popular pizzas or specialty pizzas, and what makes them, so beloved by your customers?
Yeah, so we added a couple sauces recently, which is, first off, we use a Stanislaus sauce, which is a great brand, great source tomato. And we added two more sauces, vodka sauce and pesto. So we launched the MVP pizza, marinara vodka pesto. That one's become really popular, and people are loving the variety of flavors on that pizza. Also, our pepperoni with our hot honey, we source hot honey from a Detroit brand called Dip Detroit, and it's a really really good hot honey. It complements our pizza really well. So our hot honey pepperoni is a very popular selling one, as well as our chicken tender pepperoni pizza. So we have the uniqueness of having chicken tenders and pizza, and great quality tenders as well. Everything hand battered, hand breaded, and combining those items together, people love that option because they can't get that from a lot of other pizzerias.
We call it the best of both worlds: pizza and fried chicken tenders.
Right. Well, tell me about the chicken side.
So we started very chicken heavy. So we were known for our chicken tenders and having the best chicken. Like if you see our reviews, you see a lot the best chicken in town, or wherever I go, I hear it a lot. I love your chicken, and so we were hearing that a lot more. So that's why we got back to the quality side of things, focusing heavily on our pizza quality and recipes. And Curtis does all the R&D. So chicken's a big part of our business, and we feel like we do it better than everybody else.
You said that you're using Stanislaus, and I believe you're using grande cheese. Is that correct?
Yes.
And other big name ingredients. Why is this so important to the brand?
I would say our commitment to quality is something we talk about a lot, and we like to eat. My favorite restaurant is Saroki's. So we want to put out what we want to eat, so the ingredients are important to us. We like eating clean, like a lot of pizza places you go to, you eat a pizza and you don't feel too good after it because of the ingredients that are in the sauce, the sugar, the cheese process. So we like to eat good, and we want our customers to eat good as well. So
what's been some of the biggest challenges you faced as a business owner in the pizza industry, and how do you overcome that?
Really, it was this process of deciding on, staying committed to quality, and now getting the messaging out to our customers of how good and authentic our New York style pizza is, being in Michigan. How comparable it is to these well-known New York style chains. I'm sorry, not chains, but individually owned locations, and just getting the food in people's mouths.
What are some of the unique aspects of Saroki's pizza that differentiates you from others nearby? How do you guys stand out?
First off, there are really not many slice houses in Michigan. So we're a slice house. You walk in, we have, glass display cases, and we're New York style pizza. So you can't really get that in Michigan. Actually, I don't even know anywhere who does slices like that, like us. And then we're located inside of these mega stations, as we call them. And that's different too. We're like a one-stop shop. So you could come in, get pizza or chicken or whatever you prefer. You can get food, you can get beverages, you can get gas, fuel up, you can get a bag of ice, whatever you want is pretty much there for them. So
being a one-stop shop, but with the quality aspect, opposed to other gas station brands that have food, are not as focused on quality as we are.
Now, why have you focused on gas stations and these mega stations? Why put yourself in there instead of just a separate unit?
Well, we didn't plan on expanding the way we have. Initially, our uncle called my brother Todd, and he had a gas station in Wixom. That's our first location. He wanted to add the concept to his gas station, make it a one-stop shop. And all of our growth has been organic thus far. So our second location was another gas station owner who called us and asked us to be in his because he saw our concept, he loved our food, and so on. It grew that way organically. More and more gas station owners started calling us, and the concept was working for us. And that's the route that we've taken thus far. But we do plan on opening a freestanding by next year. So we are gonna test that concept and see how that goes. But we love the foot traffic that the gas station brings. You know, they have 1,000 customers a day that come in and impulse buy our chicken or our slices of pizza, and like I said, just the convenience aspect for them.
Is it more difficult to put yourself in one of these gas stations than it is a traditional unit? I believe you told me that the footprints are not the same in all of these, and you kind of have to jimmy yourself around to make sure that you fit into these spots.
I wouldn't call it more difficult. We've been, I guess, lucky that so we can make our footprint work. Now we have that figured out. We can make it work anywhere. But I would like to say it hasn't been more difficult so far because we're getting so many calls from these gas station owners that want our brand in their stations. So the real estate side of things it hasn't been difficult for us. It's actually been super convenient, I would call it maybe. But we've been in a good place and just trying to build our brand, our reputation. Like we have a good reputation in the Michigan market, people love our food. And now we're thinking, yeah, it's time. Let's open a freestanding location. And I think that's actually looking to be a little bit more difficult because sites are hard to come by.
Now, tell me a little bit about this freestanding location. It's in Detroit, correct?
No, so
No.
we are opening a location in downtown Detroit that will not be in a gas station.
Right.
That's not what we just actually spun this off like within the past week. We said, let's open a freestanding location. So we haven't picked the location yet.
Okay.
Yeah, the one in downtown Detroit is going to be in, it's not a gas station, but it's a higher end market with liquor, beer, wine, heavy focus on liquor, beer, and wine, and other offerings that markets have as well. But we're going to have a space in there set up.
It's going to kind of be like a bodega almost, you know?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So are you franchising?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about that and how it is being a franchisor.
Like I said, we're operations guys. We're not used to this world, but it's been great. We've had a lot of great people help us along the way. We've learned a lot. Our franchisees, some of them are people we've known, most of our lives. So it's great for them to be involved in our brand with us. And we have a big community in Michigan that supports us. So being a franchisor, it's different than what we're used to, but I personally love it. It's been great connecting with everyone, and we're all about our franchisees. We're all about them making money. Like I said, committed to quality. They love that we're that's how we carry ourselves, and yeah, it's been a great experience so far.
Have there been any challenges with franchising?
Absolutely. Yeah, there has.
We've been learning a lot along the way, and just making the best choices possible. So make sure the franchisees are first. So, we're usually, like you said, we're operations guys. We like to be in the store. So that's where things were difficult for me, especially like letting that go. But we're lucky that we have really good franchisees.
But anytime there are challenges, we roll up our sleeves and we're used to dealing with whatever's thrown at us. So.
How has customer feedback influenced your menu or your business operations over the years? First of all, how do you get customer feedback? And then how do you use that?
Most of our feedback is always, like the positive feedback is always about our chicken. That's why we ended up going back to the quality pizza so that we can get people to, love our pizza as much as our chicken. We do a ton of catering, so we get a ton of feedback from with catering, from our Google reviews, obviously, to people just reaching out to us directly in the community and posting and sharing on social media about how great the food was, and then word of mouth is everything. That's, in our opinion, the best form of advertising is word of mouth. So the fact that we deliver a quality product and quality presentation, we get a lot of people that reach out to us and just tell us how great the food was at the event they were at. And the other day, someone was telling us they catered our food at their graduation party, and he said 3 different people catered our food because of the experience they had at their party. So a lot of word of mouth. We're very involved in the community, like I said, and we're a big family, so we hear it from every direction.
Are you able to handle dietary restrictions and requests such as gluten-free or vegan options?
Yes, we do have a gluten-free crust for pizza, and for vegan options, we haven't brought anything in for like on the pizza side. And we tried a vegan cheese at one point, but it wasn't going too well. So we haven't really dove into vegan options. It's been talked about, but we fry a lot of chicken. So, vegan options, we've talked about cauliflower chicken sandwich, or not chicken, obviously, but, Nashville hot sandwich. But we're just trying to figure out how we would be able to bring these items in and keep them separated from.
How do you handle staff training and ensure that your employees provide excellent customer service every time?
Yeah, so we have a great team, great director of training. She's been with us for 8 years now, and along with her was another guy that he just got promoted, but he was a part of the training. He's been with us for 10 years, and they are fully bought into our brand. Our core values. They carry themselves with our core values in mind when they're doing the training, and we go above and beyond to help the locations train their employees. We help them hire their employees as well. So we stay with them until we are comfortable, leaving their location after they open. And like I said, every new location we open, we do weekly check-ins with them. We do weekly visits at their location to ensure they're doing everything correctly. And we tell them we want our customers to have the best experience possible from the moment they walk in to the moment they're done eating their food. So we always reassure them that, or we always ask them to make sure they're greeting the customers within seconds and giving the customer the best experience possible.
We just we're almost going. We were adding a training tool, so that's going to be accessible to everybody on their phone, and we're going to ensure everybody goes through our training process. So, like, all new hires are going to have to go through our course on the phone. So we're bringing this training app to life. We've been working on it for about 6 months or so, I would say now, maybe even a little bit longer, and we're almost ready to launch it. So it's been coming to us. We've been seeing it. Our director of training has been working on this with the director of ops. They've been trying to get it right. They're putting it in front of us. We're making our tweaks, but we're very close to being able to have this to help with training.
Great. I guess my last question is, if you had a piece of advice to give to someone who wanted to start their own pizzeria, what would you tell them?
Anything is possible. You just have to work hard. That's what we feel like got us here. It's been all the hard work. Just be ready to work hard. That's for sure. And service, quality, and anything is possible if you really put your mind to it.
One of our challenges, like I said, we weren't planning on growing this way, so some things we did backwards. So a piece of advice I would give is to, get your ducks in a row, know exactly how you want to go about things, and what you want to be known for, and stick with it, go all in with it, and work hard, like you said.
And you gotta love pizza, really. Like you have to have love for it, because we'll see. That's like one of the big things with new franchisees is you love this, you're gonna love this, you have to love this, because if you don't, the restaurant is not for everybody. And another piece of advice is always something we've learned as we've grown. Like when you're a one-off location, you're not really focused on the P&Ls and the numbers. So understanding food costs and making sure you're understanding what labor looks like, um, and using that to your advantage up front before you open a restaurant, really understanding cost.
All right. Well, guys, thanks so much for being with us today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That'll do it for this episode of the Pizza Marketplace podcast, and we'll catch you next time.